And it is emerging that the recent developments by Wiper Party and Chama cha Mashinani pledging their support for a coalition agreement with Jubilee Party could well point to an early death for the NASA coalition. According to a pact by the constituent NASA parties, the coalition's candidate in the 2017 elections is not eligible for nomination as a presidential candidate for the coalition. And as Duncan Kayamba reports, this is perhaps a pointer to the long-standing undercurrents within NASA.
A few days ago, Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka held strategic meetings with his Ford Kenya and CCM counterparts in what he said was in readiness for his party's cooperation deal with the giant Jubilee. A matter that his ANC counterpart Musalia Mudavadi dismissed, basing his stand on this coalition agreement signed on 27th April 2017. But ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, who also signed the agreement alongside his party leader Raila Odinga, opposes.
We are consulting with my coalition partners to look at the best way forward.
At this point in time, we have not had any common talks as the summit of NASA.
I don't think there is anything odd. If you are entering into a coalition to pursue the same agenda as a coalition you're already in, then there will be a clash. But if it is to do something else, and you know, nothing limits the imagination of political parties as to what they can do together. So you can hear many of them defining what they are looking for as cooperation.
Article 15.1 of the NASA Pact on Dissolution states the coalition shall stand dissolved where any three of the coalition parties decide to leave the coalition. So far, no party has announced leaving the coalition officially, but suspicions are ripe of a possibility of ODM joining Wiper and CCM in smashing a similar deal, minus ANC, which appears standing its ground solo.
We are custodians of the coalition. I can challenge any member of NASA to tell us who is the custodian of the coalition agreement or the instruments of the coalition. They are in the custody of ODM. Number two, we have no doubt in our minds that the coalition died on the 30th of January in 2018.
The elephant in the room appears to be Article 10 of the addendum on the term of the coalition's presidential candidate, whereby it was agreed and signed by all NASA principals that in the event of the renewal of the coalition agreement, then the candidate in the August 2017 elections shall not be eligible for nomination as a presidential candidate for the coalition, a move that perhaps explains the loudly silent unrest within NASA that saw Ford Kenya leader Moses Wetangula hold a meeting with his ANC counterpart Musalia Mudavadi.
Really, there is no chance that this coalition agreement will be renewed, so that the party will not be bound by the provisions of that article, because there is no opportunity or chance that the coalition agreement will be renewed.
In June 2016, ODM party leader Raila Odinga touched on the betrayal of political agreements.
This betrayal has been all the times. We were betrayed over the MOU, which we signed in a room somewhere in the Nairobi club. And then later on, when you said, let us now implement this MOU, we're told, oh, that thing is not even worth the paper on which it is written.
As political tremors continue rocking Jubilee, it seems for NASA it is a matter of when. Duncan Kayamba, KTN News.